I think the wider availability of Copilot has its pros and cons for sure. I think the pro here is companies now aren't stuck with buying 300 licenses, which was potentially a $109,000 investment. They can buy the 1s, the 5s, the 10s licenses and potentially test, drive specific use cases, and then build upon that. The problem we're finding is, from an insight perspective and talking to customers, is people definitely are buying the 1, 2, and 5 licenses, but it's not the right people testing it out, proving out the technologies. We're finding IT are the people that are using the 1 or 2 or 3 licenses and potentially not getting the value they expect out of it, because I'll be honest with you, IT is probably not the best use case for Copilot for Microsoft 365. IT is the best use case for Copilot for security, no doubt. But for Microsoft 365, it's the business. It's the people who create PowerPoints, Word documents, who are in email day in and day out, or in Teams meetings, project managers. And that's not IT. So the problem with IT evaluating is they're giving the wrong impression to the business. So the everyday AI with Copilot for Microsoft 365, I think the biggest things we find is anything you would tend to do in the productivity apps. Think about the fact that now you can do things and not start at ground zero. So I always tell people, it's not now when you do a task within those applications, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from a point where you could be almost 50% done and getting done a lot faster. So adoption of Copilot for Microsoft 365, I think of a center of excellence approach is needed. You need people who can reach out, kind of centralize and ask questions, grow their experiences. What one positive experience someone else has, another person may not have even thought that's even possible. So I think adoption is going to be key, what use cases are going to be prime in a customer's environment. But more importantly, I keep on going back to this, it's prompt engineering. You're not typing a 4-word sentence on Copilot and expect to get the response. You're most likely going to type in 2, 3, 4 sentences, because you ultimately have to tell Copilot the what, the why, and the where, and then how you want it brought back to you to get the best response. The future of Copilot is crazy because we started with the productivity suites, and we have an infographic at Insight where we show all the different Copilots, and I think every other week there's a new Copilot coming out. Microsoft has Copilot Studio for Microsoft 365 Copilot, and basically what that is it's allowing a user to build a small language model, taking a specific task, a specific prompt, and pointing it to specific data. So ultimately, we're putting the power in the end user's hands to build out their own little Copilots.